We're all set, David.
We're all good?
Yep.
Whoops, I can't get to that. All right, calling tonight's selectmen's meeting to order of Tuesday, August 4th at 6:45 PM. First thing on the agenda is the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Review and approve minutes from July 21st, 2026 and July 31st. You feel better if we made two motions?
Doesn't matter to me either way.
I'll make a motion that we approve both July 21st and July 31st minutes of 2026.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. On to number 4, animal control report. That's pretty minimal.
Yep.
As he took up stumps. Part of his job. It is. There's a skunk trap. Yeah. So he took up stumps.
We good there?
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
It's through,
That's wildlife. isn't it?
animal, yeah,
Oh,
fish and wildlife.
And they show up.
Mhm.
They didn't when we get to work.
We'll move on to the next one.
You want to second it?
Well, we don't, why, we need to make a motion? We don't need to really make a
No, it's just a
motion.
report.
Yeah, so, we'll move on to number 5, it shows Parks and Rec Committee. What do we have for the Parks and Rec Committee?
Nothing very exciting. Before I get into that part. We had talked about having Dig Safe come over to the triangle because there had been lights shining when the monuments were first installed on them. I originally bought annuals with the money the town gave me, and then I've been donating some perennials, and they're going to need dividing. And I can see that it's possible that an electrical cord that went to the deer might be right through where I need to dig up my perennials.
So why have an account with DigSafe? So I just need to record it and request is it
They should be able to give you
electrical? Is it CMP wiring or is it,
I believe it's CMP, it's the Historical Society's,
what is the light to their, okay,
it's
so.
their electricity.
Yeah, so what I can do is, I have an account with DigSafe, so we just go in and I report the location and it sends it out to all the utilities that are necessary that are cited for that address.
They
And
should
then
have the
you maybe
coordinates,
wait 7
yeah.
days to get the return and then you'll know if there's something there, they'll go out and mark it. If there isn't, then they'll just send me a notice back to say there's nothing to worry about.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good. And then, moving on to park issues, we could be here all night.
Is that many? No, I'm just.
Made me speechless for, unbelievable. As I think I mentioned before, we've had quite a lot of interest from just my post. I wanted to get out in front of it before all the rumors were going around and no one had the information. I thought it should be coming from the town. I've had, I posted it on Parks and Rec website and we've had 300 reactions and we've increased our following by 10% since that announcement went out. I think on Community Opportunity it was up to 200 reactions and lots of comments. And most of them are positive comments, and there are people who've said they'd like to help. And I kind of feel like we ought to get in front of that, and I have a couple of ideas. One is obviously an informational meeting, or taking information meeting from the people in the town. I think we ought to have a Field of Dreams Facebook page of its own, so it doesn't get lost in Parks and Rec, and I'm happy to take on establishing that or leave it to someone else. And maybe a website too that would have a place where people who wanted to reserve parts of the field could do that online, which I know nothing about, but can find out about.
So we've had the discussion in-house here.
I'm sure you have, yeah.
Because we know that it won't be long before people start knocking that, the grass is too tall and this is wrong, that's wrong, right? So it's pretty obvious, the park needs an extensive line of work to it.
Correct.
Budget is a big factor to the whole thing, We're thinking about starting a committee that would be like the park rebuild, the Field of Dreams rebuild, because obviously it needs to be rebuilt.
Yep.
And intertwining it, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm not speaking in line, intertwining it with the Parks and Rec Committee.
Sure, like a subcommittee, yeah.
Yeah, kinda, I mean,
Yeah.
solely dedicated to that,
Yeah.
to that portion of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we can try to have some sort of organizational work days over there. I mean, I don't think it's fair just to have anybody go over there whenever they feel like it and do something.
No, I think that's asking for trouble.
I think so too, we all do, I mean.
Yeah.
That's why we were trying to
Yeah.
think of a way to pull people together and maybe
Those
have some sort of organization,
Well, one little stupid and thick idea I
I mean,
had
we're open to all ideas, I mean.
is I do think we should be starting to do things, so that people see that the transformation is starting to happen, even if it's small things. So that planter that I put the flamingos in, I weeded it the other day, and that could be planted with mums or something, or maybe next year wildflowers, I thought would be really pretty in there. I have thousands more daylilies available to come, and I thought we could start with the wooden fence and maybe set up something where people adopt a section of fence and they plant their section of fence. And I can arrange to meet them, so that won't be people doing that willy-nilly. That will require soil at a minimum. Max is out of the bag mulch now, and his bulk mulch is already pretty composted, so it's not really much. It's good for the soil, but it doesn't serve the function of mulch.
How do you maintain all of this?
Day Wednesday, pretty much. I mean, I'm waiting a little bit and what are you, Harry said you found the faucet. Is there water?
We found the faucet, we found water at one location.
Oh, there's water in the maintenance shed.
Yeah.
For sure, I don't know about the others,
We got a long road ahead of us.
Right.
Yeah.
And that, we went down the other day, we opened up every door, looked to see what we were dealing with.
Yeah.
There's some building maintenance that needs to be done.
Before I can have a storage shed? you mean?
Yeah.
no,
Oh.
not really.
We got an ant problem, but we need to.
Yeah, the ants, they got a pile of sawdust.
Yeah.
Big as a,
They've been chewing for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, and there's a big poison ivy problem, I'm told.
and that's what I've heard too.
Yeah.
We haven't made it that far yet, I
That
guess
road is
it's
hard.
down by the play area.
Yeah.
on the walking trail.
Near the play area, I guess.
The walking trail, something
Oh, someone said it
I'm
was on a
absolutely
walking
not
trail.
familiar with it. I was telling these guys, I said, I've never walked around that thing in my
Yeah.
life.
There the other day, 3 guys were starting out and I almost asked them where the poison ivy was. I didn't want to interfere with their outing, but, yeah, that should be gotten rid of and it's a pain in the ass to get rid of.
Yeah,
We'd like to get a Facebook page dedicated to the Field of Dreams
Yeah.
rebuild. You
Yeah.
know,
or something along that lines, whatever we decide to call it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know about you guys, I've had all kind of people reach out also, you know, they wanna volunteer or they have, you know, some kind of funding part of it. So,
Good.
you know, I think there's good energy, I'd hate to see it wear out.
That's what I'm
It
thinking.
will.
So if a
it
little
will burn
something,
out.
teaser is going along the way.
Yeah.
The other thing, I'm foreseeing a conflict because the day before the signing happened, I was in the office and a fellow came in, who's doing youth soccer and talking about using the field. Well, Bev Winship contacted me, apparently there's a homeschooling group that plays soccer Wednesday afternoons and has for a long time. So I think scheduling is going to be,
Yeah, we had talked about that, and that, I think that should run from the office. We can build a digital calendar so that we have control of knowing of who's there and collecting their certificates of liability insurance if they have them for certain entities. Because we've talked with American Legion, we've talked with the Little League Division, we've talked to the one that runs the soccer program for the rec. I hadn't known about Beverly's, but I'm sure that wouldn't be a conflict with, because it can be worked around as far as like when they use it versus.
well, they've
the-
always used it on Wednesday afternoons, she
So,
said she does
and
it.
it won't impact the schedule for the soccer league because the soccer league has used the field as well many years, right along.
Okay,
So it just have to block off when each
Okay.
entity has it.
Yeah.
So I think that keeping a internal calendar here, you know, it's viewable, and we can
Should be on the
also,
calendar too.
we
like
can
kind of-
probably integrate it onto the town website calendar for stuff that's going on. Probably don't want to post.
That's a lot fancier than what we used to do. We had a
Well,
whiteboard,
and-
we had a
like, for example,
whiteboard and drew a
If
graph
someone's
on
having
there's
like
still a whiteboard in the fire station, right, big
there's
one.
a wedding or something, we're not gonna publicize whose wedding, but we can say private event, you know, reserved for private event or whatever on the town calendar. And then we'll also mimic that we'll keep another one in the back office that we know who is. Probably we're gonna have to draft up an agreement like we've already started working
I wasn't
on.
allowed to write on it, only Harold was.
I also like, maybe, because we obviously got some conversating to do with the college still.
Yeah.
And maybe, during that conversation, find out, you know, if there's anything that we're not aware of, any,
Mhm.
you know, scheduling that we don't know about.
Right.
That they've been, that
So
they've
what I could do
been
is I could reach
facilitating.
out to Erica, I always get her last name wrong, Laddie?
Laddie,
Yeah.
Right.
Erica Laddie and ask her if she can provide us a extended schedule of anything that may be scheduled out that we don't know about.
Yeah.
So that we can transfer that information, get in contact with the people who have those schedules, so they know that they have to contact us here forward. Also, our attorney sent me information about the power account, so we'll have, I'm transferring the electrical account probably tomorrow, because I found out the account number from the college today. So I can call and set that up and transfer it over as of Monday, that we have ownership and that will continue to pay from there forward. But yeah, that's probably a good idea to reach out to their facilities individuals.
And Jamie Dorval was going to come tonight, she has a lot of knowledge about what's happened there, and
Who?
Amy Dorval, you've heard the name?
Oh, from the college, yes, she was
Right.
in charge of
And
maintenance,
she,
yeah.
she would like to
Yeah.
help in any way she can with information, or she also does grant writing.
And we have a lot of people still in the community that were involved in the beginning. Nadine, I think, was one of them. And I don't know if Peggy was, but but, so I think, if we can bring those old resources in. I think if we combine all the knowledge we can get, I think we'd have a good running chance that we can make this happen.
Do we want to try to put an informational meeting together
I think it would be.
to try,
Yeah.
we can all discuss on what type of game plan or
Yeah.
Yeah,
even before you start a committee, you can,
yeah,
you can have an open discussion
Absolutely.
or something that,
For ideas, brainstorming.
Yeah.
Brainstorming and
yeah.
have somebody taking notes, what people wanna see, what they don't wanna
Yeah.
see, and what they're willing to do, and
So maybe pick a date and we could get the gymnasium next door, because I anticipate a larger crowd that would fit in this room.
Oh, definitely.
Or the fire, ask Andy if we can plan it on night to use the fire station meeting room or something like
forming
that.
up some, he's.
Oh, yeah, performing arts, we could ask him, schedule.
You already wanna cash in on that?
No, he came, he said he wanted to work with us and work wonders, so this will be a wonder worker.
this is the new director.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a meeting would be good. And a provision, I have the suggestion forms out there for people who can't come to the meeting.
Yeah.
Who would like to have input too. And the other thing, I recently for $10 joined the Maine Recreation and Parks Association. And, cause I'm not a professional, they do all kinds of educational programs, playground maintenance and different things to do with parks. If I were to take some of those classes, is there a chance I could be reimbursed for the cost of tuition, or?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, not.
I don't see why not
I
either.
mean, if I'll probably go ahead and do it, and then ask you after the fact, and if you don't want to, that's
No.
fine.
No, I don't see any problem.
Okay, I mean, most
We
of
just
them
have
are,
to determine where we're taking it out of the budget that's the only thing, is just to find out.
Why it doesn't come out of their budget, they got the money.
It should come out of the Parks and Rec.
well, I know, except now you're taking the park out and handling it separately, except we're gonna be a subcommittee. Okay, yeah, we can do that. And if it's too expensive, I'll end up swallowing it.
I think one of the main advantages we have is, in the community, is that we have the previous knowledge of how the facility was. From what I gather, like Dave's had a little piece of the pie, and Eugene's got a piece, everybody in the community's had a piece of the pie there. And not only that, the big elephant in the room that left was university. There was a lot of students that did do park service, and there's a lot of knowledge, and a lot of them still live in our community. So, maybe when we have these meetings, they could come and help, things that we don't vision that might happen, they might already have dealt with it in other parts that they've managed. I don't wanna-
And they might be able to give us some insight on how to move forward and then.
So we're not caught surprised,
Oh, we will be.
I mean, I spent the majority of my time at the baseball field.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's a
all
piece of the
three of
pie,
them.
Right.
Everybody's got a piece of the pie, we put all that together, we got a hell of a.
And the snacks, yeah, which I didn't even realize I'm like, I was thinking last night when we were down there, this thing is kind of small, I said, there used to be a sink in here. It didn't dawn on me that somebody's
Put a wall. and-
somebody's put a wall in the middle of that thing, so you go in there and you bump into each other, like, it's so crowded. They got athletic equipment like baseball stuff on one side. But, I mean, if you're gonna
Who
try,
does that belong to? Do you think that belongs to the Little League
That
Association?
stuff that's there looks like the same stuff I was using 20-something years
So they
ago. I
probably
mean,
didn't even know it's there.
So could the wall come down? It's not structural.
that stuff that Harold had when he was running that place, I mean, they got the templates for the batters boxes and, the stripers, like I said, there's a chalk striper and a paint striper, and like I said,
So
that's
there's-
all stuff that was there That is the exact same stuff that was there.
College didn't buy anything new as far as that goes.
I just
But I
didn't
had
know if
no
Little League
idea that
had
they-
something stored
Yeah.
there, cause they use the
Yeah, 'cause
field and the.
Denise and I went through all of that, because when Farm League was starting up, when we were in the rec department there, to see if there was anything we could utilize. And I think you're gonna find, they're aged and I think.
I didn't see any real,
That's-
I didn't really see a lot of
Yeah.
like person, like
No.
team equipment, but
Usually that's all provided by whatever department is running the teams.
I know when we coach Little League, a lot of the stuff I purchased personally and some of the parents purchased, I mean, so most of that stuff, we just bundled up in a bag when we turned the Little League team over to the next generation of coaches. We just gave them like
Pass it on.
everything. We gave them the checkbook that we had established, and they just took.
And when
They took
Dudley
everything.
was, yeah, and when Dudley was running it, he had a lot of his own stuff as well. So, yeah.
And it's nothing, you know, like you said, equipment becomes dated and I mean,
And
it's not gonna do you any good to keep it, really. I mean, unfortunately,
Should be updated anyway.
I mean, you have a 5 or 6 year window there where that stuff is, you know,
Yeah.
usable, and then
And yet,
after that, it hasn't, they have expiration dates,
Yeah.
maybe not bats, but
And nowadays, most of the kids that are involved in sports, I'm finding, have their own equipment. They have their own batters helmets, they have their own.
half of them, when I coached it, didn't even have a ride, I had to go get them.
Right, yeah, me too, when I coached.
I drove all around town picking up kids.
Needed a bus to pick up the team, right?
so,
But anyway, that was a long time ago, sorry, I didn't mean to,
no.
Go down that rabbit hole.
No, that's good. So did you gentlemen wanna be involved in a meeting, since you have a lot of information?
I would,
So,
I have a few ideas, but
my
yeah,
schedule is quite open, so,
I don't know if we can necessarily pick a date today, I mean, like you said, sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a cemetery committee meeting next week, or can we do it, next week's probably too quick though, huh?
maybe.
And do we wanna do it possibly on a Saturday where more people that work or have availability, advertise it, get out?
I don't personally, but.
No, I'm just suggesting that, cause
I don't know. You know, Saturday, you know, some people wanna go do things and other people are not doing anything, so,
so it's hard to say,
yeah, I think.
I'd rather have an informational meeting during the week.
yeah.
Yeah,
If you're gonna work, you do that on the weekend.
right, yeah, we do the information during the week, like you said.
That's what I think.
We can allocate a
That's only
Saturday.
my opinion, I only one of
We get that lined
Would
up.
like a Thursday evening work for you guys? Since it's like, cause I think Wednesday night you guys have,
Next Wednesday, we have our.
you have your meeting, and next Tuesday cemetery has a meeting, next Monday EDC has a meeting.
It's through Thursday.
We wanna do next, it would depend on availability to get the school gym, either this Thursday or the following Thursday.
You're gonna have to get it out there early enough so that other people can
Right.
plan differently,
Right.
maybe next.
So do we wanna plan, instead of doing Thursday the 13th, do Thursday the 20th?
Yeah, okay.
2 weeks.
We're still in August,
We're
right?
still in August.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a date to check on for,
that was, we're not rushing around trying to,
get advertising and stuff out?
Yeah,
I don't know. What do you think?
What do you guys think? 2 weeks?
works for me.
I think the next week, people have already got plans.
Yeah.
It seems a little rushed if we try to do it next week, but,
Don't
you know,
worry.
you don't wanna let enthusiasm die.
Right,
No.
right.
Chris, are you gonna be able to come to a couple of our meetings
Yeah.
going forward? That would be helpful. Okay. One thing about structuring that subcommittee, since we're short on committee members, if we could make it a subcommittee of committee members, is there a reason not to do it that way?
I think that we had talked about doing an ad hoc committee that was separate from Parks and Rec, but they work together so that it's a separate group. People from Parks and Rec can be on this committee, but it would be an ad hoc committee
They have their own, they pick their own chair.
their own everything, and then they would just collaborate with the select board and the Parks and Rec as part of the whole program, kind of like when they created the town office.
Good recruitment session, no?
Yeah, it's a good recruiting. Like
Full
when
on.
we did the town office
Parks and Rec.
committee, or things like that, like, so it's a temporary committee, it's not something that's gonna be there forever, it's just to get to the rebuild renovation of the project, so it'd be considered an ad hoc committee. So it wouldn't necessarily be a subcommittee of one of the existing committees, it would be a whole new part-time thing. They wouldn't even probably need to set up bylaws unless it's just some basic, identifying that they're gonna use Robert Rules of Order for their meetings, and they have to present an agenda and minutes to the town for recording. Other than that, so.
That way you continue with, on your path of Parks and Rec, and so.
I mean, we don't wanna get too convoluted with this, right? I
No.
mean, you get bogged down with,
Oh,
Yeah. So like right now, how many members do you have?
4.
So, now I think the members that, you've been in operation for how long?
3 years now. Well, no, I mean, it's.
well, I mean,
Rec has been in
I think a committee like that is essential to trying to do work on a volunteer basis at that park. I mean, they can be established and run through that committee kind of, whether you get volunteers to, you're gonna have to have people that are leaders and in charge in some way, shape or form,
It has some structure to get going.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can have different divisions, you can have people that would rather walk on the walking trails, and you can have other people that might be interested in cutting trees down next to the fences. You might have people that,
But if you've got some kind of a structure that they can follow.
yes, and somebody can
Organize.
Yeah.
be team leaders, maybe, I don't know, that's my interpretation of it. I mean, so you have some sort of organization going on there, and
That way, we're like, when you have an event that is a cleanup event, whoever's in charge of that group has a list in front of them, and it's like, all right, Larry's taking, everybody that's gonna be cutting trees. Mo's gonna take whoever's gonna be weed whacking.
yeah,
That way, when they get there, nobody's running around like,
What do you
and
want
nothing
me to
gets
do?
done.
yeah.
Right? I hate being on committees that just chase their tail.
And we were talking, we don't see any reason why the town couldn't supply everybody with meal during the day, or, whether it's wherever we happen to buy it, but,
No lobster caviar, but maybe
Yeah.
pizza,
Pentagon has lobsters, so why not?
We serve veggie burgers.
but anyway, that's, can be discussed at a later date. Again, I kind of veer off track here.
Okay, we're also coming to fall when the work days aren't gonna be so easy. All right, and then, so I need, Parks and Rec gonna pay for mulch and dirt
For,
for the park.
Filling the hole,
No, planting daylilies at the park.
We gotta repair stuff before we plant anything.
Those wooden fences only need a couple of rails and maybe a little straightening up.
Yeah.
I think that can happen with flowers. See, my problem is the flowers are available and going to be coming, and eventually he's gonna compost them if we don't take them.
Oh.
So I'm on a hunch in that regard.
So when it comes time to mowing around that fence and,
I'm gonna put them right under the fence, so it'll actually make mowing easier.
okay,
My plan, anyway, so they just mow down the side of the fence.
and nothing's gonna grow in between, like when Jude decides, I'm not doing parking rights no more.
I can't
nobody else
promise you
steps up."
anything, I mean, that's true of any volunteer, that once they're gone, you've gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
If you'd rather mow grass, you might.
I'm just looking at cost wise, what is quicker and faster and, but
Well-
also I'm looking at look too, like what makes the place look nice.
so one thing that could be considered is that we could, pay to put landscape fabric down, dig it out so that it's just, and then we mulch it every year to keep the weed back.
That
But
landscape
then,
fabric is the devil's work. I have had the more trouble trying to get back at plants once, and the weeds come through it, even though they're not.
once the
supposed
weeds
to.
come through it, it's a disaster.
It is, it is.
That's what I thought, but
Yeah.
So,
But once
once they,
once you plant.
Then you can't get it out, you can't like save the good plants.
Dale is pretty well expanded
Yeah.
and,
There isn't any chance for weeds,
It's hard for weeds to get in between once they get
they need
established.
a few years to get established. But,
Yeah, if you think, if you think it's not gonna get in the way of fixing the
Underneath the
fence.
cedar fence,
Yeah,
I'd stay away from the white fence for now.
what was the plan go? And I wanna tell
No, but
you,
the
when you get to the chain link, I have a couple of gates I'm happy to donate that came with some used fence I had, if there's a place you need to.
we found some too while we were there.
There's two,
What's that?
We found some down there while we were walking around.
there's two
Gates?
pieces, yeah.
That have been lifted off other places and thrown in?
I don't know, they actually don't look like they've been used that much, they're the only ones that ain't been.
They're in the back.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay.
Rubber looks good, so I think.
There's a lot of junk down there.
So we're decided for Thursday the 20th,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
6:30?
Yep, I can do 6:30. So I will, make sure we have the gym available.
Alright, and when you let me know, I'll put that in Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And community pages. Alright, I guess I don't need to go on any longer.
What else you got?
I said, I guess I don't need to go on any
Yeah.
Oh,
longer.
I didn't know if you had more.
No, I was just writing that date down.
We're good with Parks and Rec?
I guess I don't have anything more. 3 times the charm.
Number 6 is the fire department,
I've attached the July report.
the July fire report.
Yep, it's attached.
That's a nice report as well.
I'm amazed we haven't had more grass fires.
Yeah, as dry as it's been.
Yeah.
$15 calls for the month of July.
That's not bad.
No, 2 motor vehicle, excuse me, 3 motor vehicle collisions, 2 EMS assists, 3 traffic hazards, 5 fire alarms, 1 grass or wood fire, and 1 canceled call. That is a pretty sexy report. On to number 7, approve treasurer's accounts payable.
And I didn't bring in the,
Which is number 7.
yeah, let me go grab the, folder of bills. I forgot to bring that in. Pieces of the bills you need to look at.
It's pretty small, huh?
Now you're in the process of signing, I'll give you the 2 sets of minutes. If I didn't pass around earlier. One set doesn't have the lines, but I figured you guys could just sign.
That's
on the special one.
It doesn't have a name.
Yeah, just if you wanna sign it, and I'll print another page to go with it. I didn't realize I didn't have it in the template cause it's a separate, template for the specials versus the regular night ones. You lost a page, David. Lost a page.
Yeah, I'll swap it, yeah.
Yeah.
Minutes.
Ones that you can't sign, Chris, cause it was the night that you.
Right, that's what I'm saying, I'm staying.
The 31st,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we move on to number 8. The memorandum of understanding.
Yep.
with The Belfast and Moosehead Railroad.
So at one of our last work sessions, you asked me to draft a memorandum of understanding between us and the Belfast and Moosehead Railroad for Common Ground Fair Weekend for parking at the Fordyce Field. The draft is there. If you are agreeable, you can sign it tonight and I can forward it on to their representative. But if there's changes, if you want to let me know, I can get them changed and revised and brought back to the next meeting. And I think that we can use the same similar thing, just change the entity for when we do the snowmobile races.
Oh, yep.
So whoever, you can give me the contact or the entity that does them, we can prepare that ahead of time for the snowmobile races.
Yep.
You okay with it?
I'm good, I'm
I'll
good.
make a motion that we pass the MOU for the Belfast Moosehead Railroad.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Here's the original, if you guys wanna put your signature where your name is, and that for me. Thank you.
Number 9, ballot for the MMA Executive Committee.
The third page of that document lists the candidates for that position and their accolades.
All people, we have no idea who they are.
Right.
Correct. That's what's always really fun and interesting about trying to figure these out.
You got a corner?
I'm just looking to see what their qualifications are.
Right, yeah, that's, you know, that's something we have to go.
Most of them are town managers or city council members.
Right. But you're not knowing, you know, how they vote, what their ideology is.
Professor for the Fiji National
You saw that too,
University.
yeah.
Pretty impressive, huh?
Looks like the first person, Shiloh Lafreniere from Jay, has already been on this committee for a while, because she, already holds the Maine Municipal Association Executive Committee and Strategic Financing, which is a subcommittee of the Executive Committee.
I don't even understand why we're voting on this.
Right.
You can have all kinds of qualifications and still be a bad person, how can you?
Listen to the writing, what can we do with it? Vote for three, well, there's three of them, what do I not vote for?
So the first one, so there's only one candidate or a write-in candidate for
Right.
vice president, which is Shiloh
Right.
Lafreniere. And then executive committee members, 3-year term. Vote for 3,
Right.
there's only 3 candidates.
That's what I'm saying. What are we doing here? Unless you're.
You can leave it blank
Yeah.
and we're, abstaining from voting, I suppose.
Yeah, it's only 3.
Is your pen right black?
We got 3 candidates for
It's
3
three to
positions,
choose from.
right?
You, I mean, this sounds like the army, I need 3 volunteers.
Yeah.
You and you.
Yeah.
Roger, Sergeant.
Thanks for accepting.
Yep.
That was a quick one.
So you want me to just do, just whoever they are?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
Simon is
Richard
also
Richard Petrie for vice president.
Or sign with this majority, so current number of officers 3. Should we
Oh,
have each one
Petrie,
sign your
excuse me.
name and sign your name under signature and print it off to the left on that form.
Moving on to number 10. We have a request to close the office on September 23rd and 24th of 2026 for election training.
I've attached a proposed schedule for that week to allow, public access to the town office for the 12 hours that we would be closed those 2 days. Essentially opening at 7 Monday and Tuesday and Friday, closing at 5 on Monday and Friday, and closing at 7 on Tuesday. And also, I would notify Vernon where we still have our municipal agreement that they may receive overflow. But a lot of offices have to attend to this training. It's the 21A and voter registration training that we're required to take by law every 2 years. Last time I took it was 2024, and Lynn hasn't had it since she's been back in municipal government, so we both have to have it for this upcoming election. The other option would be is that one of us attend in Portland the week prior, and one of us do it on this week and keep the office open the regular hours, or do it this way. I think either way, it's gonna be you'll have people complaining, so. It is also, by the way, the week of Common Ground Fair, so we traditionally don't have a lot of foot traffic in the office that week anyway, because people just run for the hills or take their vacations that are from around here.
I certainly don't have a problem with it. I don't see any need to make somebody drive all the way to Portland when it's available in Brewer.
Right.
And you guys can carpool.
I'll make a motion that we accept to close the office on September 23rd and 24th for election, training.
And I'll second that. Charlie, the one thing that we can talk about,
Mhm.
how do we get this information that we all just voted on, you know, to close it?
So I have that right there, that's going on the front door.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, once you voted for it tonight. And also be on the town website and Facebook page. And I can go and post it at the normal posting locations where we posted more for town meeting, which would be Max Hardware, Edwards, the
People,
post office and the depot.
yeah, no, I think that,
And there will be several people that will miss it and will get calls and get
I
complaints,
know, I
but
mean,
at least we've done our due diligence.
right, exactly, that's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
I can put a free posting probably in, or a posting in the Rolling Thunder, but I don't know that
I
we get
wouldn't
enough
bother.
circulation.
I wouldn't even worry about
No.
that one. I think the more posted, like you said, we hit all the big locations in town.
All right, so David made the motion.
Yeah,
And
and
Chris
we just
seconded.
need a show of hands.
Yeah,
Motion passes.
It was you, Chris, that did the second, right?
yes,
Thank you. I got asked a question when I was mid-typing the sentence.
Number 11 is a Field of Dreams liability waiver.
So as last night, you asked me to create a volunteer waiver of liability and assumption of risk. So I've established that, today. If you wanna read over it, make sure it meets your criteria. It requires that anyone under the age of 18 volunteering that a parent or guardian needs to sign off. Requires a signature of the volunteer, and a signature of the town representative. And that way they're assuming any liability or risk or damages or injuries on their own.
yeah.
Did a great job with this.
That was
Did
really
a
good.
great job with this, I think.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And I didn't leave it, the only thing that I didn't put on here is that it doesn't specify Field of Dreams, so that if you want to utilize this in the future for other volunteers that
Right.
perhaps are coming into the office to do stuff, like, you know, some of
Anything
you
on
have
town property, right.
anything on town property, you have this available,
Yeah.
and I'll put it in our drawer and on our drive, and also put it up on the website under our forms.
Yeah.
So that we have that to work from in the future.
Right, as a master copy.
Yeah, master copy, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Covers most bases, so I would say.
I'll make a motion that we accept the volunteer waiver of liability for the town of Unity.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Nice job, Charlie.
Motion passes.
Very professional.
Selectmen's items. What you got, guys?
Chris, anything?
I know, I'm so overwhelmed right now, well, trying to cut all that grass, that's all I see is grass.
I see trees.
And I see trees.
You see, your eyes are glassed over with trees, he's glassed over with grass, and you're thinking, oh my God, the equipment's. I can see it right all over your face.
I'm in a much better mood now. The bee stings are they only itch tonight, so I'm not,
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
last
quite
night
as
was-
irritable as I was last night.
Glad you took that one for the team.
I should have went with you to scold the guy driving the four-wheeler on the grass, and I would have been over there
Playing with
fiddling with
bees.
the sign in the long grass. Getting stung by bees, and when you're a simpleton like me, it takes a while for it to sink in about what is attacking you.
You don't realize it till you get 6 or 10 or 12 and you're
I
like,
had 6 on
holy.
me, and I'm like, what in the hell is going on?
It feels like I'm in the middle of a briar patch.
Yeah, I
There's no
thought
briars.
I was just up against a picky bush at the beginning, I saw one there. I'm like, geez, I said, I'm not driving my leg into it that hard.
I was with Chris on the other end, I was seeing Dave trying to put this post in the ground, and I see him like. I was
We're
like,
not doing this.
I was like, yeah, give up on it. Not realizing he was gonna get tagged.
Yeah, they went right up my skirt. I would've paid for some long pants last night.
I know they go up long pants too, my grandfather was driving one
can.
time, and
Yeah.
everything went up his back.
Maybe it's a good thing, I was able to get him out of there pretty easily, but I don't know.
Drop your trousers, right?
But yeah, they were going right up the skirt. So, we're all good, guys?
We're all good.
Yeah, depressed enough, so we'll move on to number 15, public feedback and comments. With correspondence. Anyone?
Going, what?
Nothing?
Come on.
I could give a quick brief on RSU through school board.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
26-27 meeting next Monday. And, yeah, I'll have all kinds to talk about after that.
Yeah,
We have a lot of new members, board members. It'll be a good year.
I heard a little rumor, I don't know if it's true.
Okay.
That they're talking about closing the high school and combining it with Belfast.
Nope. So, nope, what's happening is that there's a group coming together, the, WCTC, Waldo County Tech, is looking to, be a 9 through 16.
Okay.
So, they would become their own school. So if you attend there, you would be a student there. It would cut off from the other 3 schools that attend there. I mean, if you're in Thorndike and you wanna go there, you have to pick a school.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that RSU 3 is going to get closed down. It's just giving more options for students. Yeah,
so there'll be less enrollment there.
I would say that makes sense, that's the projection. So it's between that and we have 2 towns that have applied to, leave the district. So there's a lot on the table, it could change the dynamic and, nothing's written in stone right now. But it's something that we should be leaning an ear to,
Brooks and Morrow,
paying attention. Liberty and Waldo.
Waldo is what I meant, yeah.
So, and there's a committee and lawyers.
Are they still in the committee, are they still in committee phase, do you know? I mean, the towns or?
It's
It's,
in broad, yeah,
yeah,
so,
Interesting.
I knew that Waldo was looking to move to their negotiations with Belfast, I believe.
yeah,
But they're a lot closer to Belfast, obviously.
They are.
So.
they are, yeah.
That's a long bus ride.
Yeah.
From where, from Waldo to Belfast?
From Waldo to Mount View it is.
To Mount View, yeah. I believe the whole
probably
district
twice
is
as
like
far.
30 miles square.
So Waldo, so just to give me, we played on.
Center Waldo's 13 miles from my house.
Is it? So when we played softball this year and we were practicing in Belfast and practicing in Waldo, from my house to the Waldo softball field was 30 minutes and to the city of Belfast where we played was 35 minutes. So I mean, just time-wise, I didn't track mileage, but that puts it in perspective, they're on that side of our county that might be a lot closer to Belfast. Makes
They are
sense for a
definitely
lot of
close there,
students.
twice as,
So I can't imagine being on a
but
bus.
I'm 6 miles from, I'm almost 6 miles from here, so.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you think about, like, I know that my kids get on the bus at my house on the Albion Road and it takes them an hour to get to the school. So I can't imagine, that's what, 7 miles, 10 miles maybe? Can't imagine doing that from Waldo, it's probably twice as long for them to get.
I'd say the center of Waldo from here is you know,
Yeah,
Right.
just some quick math would be like 19 miles or so.
yeah, and you figure all the
And
stops they make.
they're about 5. The center of Waldo, they may be 6 tops from the city of Belfast, so they have,
Right.
it's 3 times as far for them to come up here.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not up on the hill, but
Right.
at least double.
So to be continued on that.
Yeah, interesting food for thought.
Yeah, because it will definitely, if it is successful, it will change a
It'll cripple,
lot. Yeah.
Or our prices go way up.
Well, I
We
was-
pay more
Yeah,
Well, I was just looking at how much, because I was working on getting information together for tax commitment, and we are at 1.7, almost $1.8 million for half of last year and half of this year, which would make up our fiscal year, for RSU 3 right now, and we have 99 kids enrolled in the district.
How many again?
99.
From Unity? Okay.
for
K through 12?
1.8 million.
Is that
That's K through-
including pre-K?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know so, but I think so.
so it went down, because I called, was it last year or the year before? And Maria got back to me, it was
Yeah,
104.
104, then I know that when we were talking at it this spring, it was 101. And I know of a couple kids that have been removed, one of mine is one of them, and then there's another kid that was removed from school district for similar reasons. So we're paying what, $100,000 a kid?
Give them a very good education.
And when private education ranges from $7,000 to $15,000.
Yep. And in the long run, we would benefit as a community. Because if they go elsewhere and get a better education, means they get better jobs. Means if they come back to the community,
They're bringing that back to our community.
Right. Better income.
So
Which is
once,
why we got our kids to succeed is the whole big thing.
Yep.
so once we get a better, hold on those two dynamics.
Yeah, 18,000 per
I think
child
You should, have a
per
discussion
year. You
just
could send a
here
kid
to
to
see.
a private school for half of that.
And it's
The only thing the
interesting
parents
that,
would be responsible for transportation. I mean,
what I'm thinking is interesting is that when I was looking at some numbers of how much they charge for the kids that they bill out for tuition for kids that are in our district, they're only charging like $8,300 per child.
Mhm.
But we're paying $18,000 per child at just our town. Seems very interesting that those numbers don't really add up. Like,
Right.
why is it so much lower for someone to come into the district when the taxpayers in this community are paying so much per child here?
we good?
whoa, Peggy's.
Peggy's got something?
What's happening down to the Pasadena? That I know they.
We're gonna turn it into a dog park.
Okay, that's-
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, okay.
We've been in correspondence with the Park and Rec Committee.
This came out because several people on Facebook said they wanted to be able to take their dogs off leash in the park. Much as I love dogs, I say no, and even if you pick up after your dog, it's still poop on the ground of it. And, so we're in agreement, and then I said, but if they wanna build a dog park, that horse ring is, but that's not what's going on there.
No.
The DOT people are there, right?
Yeah,
DOT plus the paving crew.
Right, and we just had our contractor went out and mowed, did the bush hogging. Yeah.
He did know
not inside it.
Right.
Denise has already complained about that.
it?
She already gave us that.
I hope so. Probably before it happened, she was there already.
Yeah, we were talking about that just the other day, right? I mean,
I'm sure.
rather than
It looks
maybe
like-
have a bunch of dogs running around at the Field of Dreams.
Yeah, because that's the next step too, on leash, and then they're not on leash, and then you have dog fights.
So there's walking dog and the kids are there.
Yeah, on those fleshy leads, and they wrap around and
Yeah.
cut a leg off, I've seen some really bad burns from those things, yeah, I've done
And
those.
the other factor too is the playground equipment, because they were taking them up the slides and having them go down, and as soon as the claws get in there, it bites up that plastic, and then you have a little kid going down in their shorts, and you've got a hot mess, so it's like the two shouldn't.
Common sense, not
Correct.
everybody has it.
Correct.
It's not common anymore.
We have to allow service animals, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
service dogs and horses and whatever will be there.
Yeah.
And I learned, I didn't know, service dogs in training are in Maine, not every state also are eligible
Right.
to be in public property, same as if they were trained.
It's unfortunate, but you can buy those.
Right.
But there is no certification.
You can buy the
anyway.
placards and stuff, and
Yeah, but that's just,
on Amazon, it says
Service.
service animal.
right, but there's no organization that qualifies them anyway, it's all based on, and there are plenty of dogs that are legitimate service animals. so
Therapy.
We dealt with
Peacock.
that at Canaco's years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
And stuff, and that was quite a go.
It's it's a,
Right, I get service dogs that come in and tow us every day.
probably real ones.
Some of
Yeah.
them, some not.
Usually you get tough deference. When the dog's over there, you're over here, that's my other service dog. Yeah, it's like.
When you're trying to talk to it and it looks straight ahead, just like the guys at the Buckingham Palace, and they don't even move.
Yeah.
Some people think emotional support dogs are service dogs, and they are not. The dog actually has to do tasks.
Yeah. All right. I would say that we can adjourn the selectmen's meeting on August 4th at 7:47 PM. All in favor?
Yeah.
I didn't really get a second.
I'll second it.
I figured it was a sure thing.
Huh? Oh, yeah, what?